Kareem, Brian Kenny here at MLB Network. Such a pleasure to have you on the program. Thank you for coming on with us today.
No problem, Brian. Nice talking to you.
Great to have you here, too. Again, you're a longtime, all-time great activist, socially conscious in so many ways. Your thoughts on Hank Aaron, his impact on you, especially if you can take us back to those days in the 1970s with Hank being such a great representation of his people and all Americans.
Geez, really, my first memories of Hank are the 1957 World Series. And when Hank and the Braves won, and that was the first time I was aware of him and how talented he was. And I followed his career from that point forward. And I was in Milwaukee playing for the Bucks when he played for 1 or 2 seasons for the Brewers.
Right.
So I really got to see see him play throughout most of his career, and it really he was the type of guy that you learn from. What he had to say about breaking Babe Ruth's records was really heartrending. Because he said it was a wonderful achievement, but it was hard for him to enjoy because of all of the threats that he got and all of the controversy about it. That shouldn't have been an issue, so it really helped me understand how one event can be such a triumph, and on another side be a very difficult thing to observe. And it really helped me appreciate, like when I passed Wilt's record in 1984, it made me appreciate the fact that I didn't have to worry about a whole lot of hate mail and threats and stuff, because people didn't feel like that. Me breaking Wilt's record didn't make people angry and want to punish me for it. That part of it alone is such a shame. It shouldn't have happened.
Kareem, what was the impact on the black community at the time, Hank Aaron breaking that, the greatest record in sports?
Well, I think he was a source of pride for so many people, especially in the black community, because he had so much class. He was a gentleman. He was quiet and strong in his. There was strength in his silence, and he said everything he had to say with his bat. That to me made me really respect him, and he never had to think about, did he earn any of these accolades? That was never an issue. He handled it so well.
Kareem, what were your personal interactions with Hank like? Again, you're a celebrity, going to meet another big celebrity, but where did you come across him, or how often did that happen?
Well, I first met Hank in an airport down in Atlanta, and he came up behind me. I didn't know who it was. I was in a hurry. I was going to hurry away, and he mentioned my name. I said, somebody knows me. I can't be rude. And I turned around, and it was Hank Aaron. And I was like, oh, my God, a hero from when I was a kid, and he wanted to meet me. So it was real pleasure. And then just in 2019, I saw Hank at Dodger Stadium. They did a memorial service for Frank Robinson. And Frank was, knew Hank very well, and he was there for the memorial service. And, I was there with a couple of other major leaguers. It was, the last time I saw him, and, I'm glad we had such a positive interaction, the very last time that I saw him.
Hey, Kareem, it's Tom Verducci. That night of April 8th, 1974, to me, it was one of those where were you moments. So for you, where were you, and what do you remember about that night personally when he did break the record?
Well, I'm a Dodger fan. Al Downing of the Dodgers serves it up to Hank, and Hank takes it over the fence. It was like a personal insult to the Dodger Nation. But hey, Hank owed us that, So we had to take it, and all we could do is smile and tip our hats,
Kareem, What is, we've talked a lot about, his legacy, given that the way he handled himself with such class for so many decades after he retired. What do you think is the legacy that Hank Aaron leaves behind?
Well, Hank played a year or two in the Negro Leagues, so he really shows the whole spectrum of blacks in sports. Having to play in the Negro Leagues and then coming into the national major leagues and showing the world his talent and showing everybody that it's not about the color of your skin. It's what happens when you stand in the batter's box. That's what counts. And Hank made us acknowledge that with class.
Hey, Kareem, Cliff Floyd here, man. Hey, we're talking all day about work ethic and consistency, and to be great, you got to put in a lot of work, but it don't always transition over come game time. Just talk about all the work and just how hard it was to be consistently good throughout all you guys' years of playing.
Well, the whole idea of being at that level in professional baseball, that's a supremely difficult sport to be consistent in. In order to do that, you have to have a lot of talent and have a work ethic that enables you to do all the things in the offseason that you have to do to keep your eyesight where it needs to be and keep your strength at the right level. All the little things that you learn to do. And he did all of those things and dealt with the public in a way that just exuded confidence, and he knew that he belonged there. When he got into the major leagues, he knew he belonged there and showed the world that. And I really appreciate that. As a professional athlete, as a Black American professional athlete, that level of excellence and consistency is a great example, and I thank him for that.
Kareem, you've been socially conscious for a long time, since your playing days, and outspoken, creative about it as well. Did you come across Hank in that capacity, in trying to be, active and trying to make this country a better place?
Oh yeah, Hank didn't go out of his way to complain about things, but when they asked him about, all right, what was it all about? What did you enjoy about what you did and what was tough? He spoke about it frankly and to the point. All the racist comments he got and death threats that were so unearned, it's unbelievable, But he dealt with it and still did his thing and succeeded. And that's an incredible example for all Americans, but especially Black Americans.
All right. Kareem, I have to say, it's a pleasure to be able to speak with you, and especially on this day, someone of your impact and your stature, to be able to speak about Hank Aaron. Kareem, thank you so much for your time today.
Oh, it's a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest athletes in the history of North American sport.